Saluki versus Greyhound, the ultimate battle of speed and agility. Welcome to Dog Discoveries with Florence, where we explore the world's most fascinating animals and bring you epic showdowns like never before. In today's video, we're putting two of the fastest and most agile dogs to the test, Saluki versus Greyhound, who will come out on top in this ultimate battle of speed, endurance, and agility. Watch until the end to find out which breed reigns supreme. When it comes to speed and grace, few dog breeds can compete with the Saluki and Greyhound. These two breeds are known for their incredible running abilities. But what would happen if they were pitted against each other in a hypothetical battle of strength, agility, and tenacity? Both the Saluki and Greyhound have ancient origins as hunting dogs, bred for their speed and stamina. Yet they differ in many ways that could affect the outcome of a showdown. In this detailed comparison, we'll explore the physical characteristics, instincts, and fighting abilities of these two legendary breeds. Physical characteristics. Saluki. The Saluki is often referred to as the royal dog of Egypt, known for its slender and elegant physique. Weighing between 35 to 65 pounds and standing 23 to 28 inches tall. The Saluki is built for endurance. Its long, lean body and feathered tail give it a graceful appearance, while its narrow head and deep chest allow for efficient oxygen intake during long runs. The Saluki's muscles are long and sinewy, designed for sustained speed over long distances rather than short bursts of power. Despite its delicate appearance, the Saluki is extremely tough, bred for hunting gazelle and other swift prey in the deserts. This breed excels at covering large distances and surviving in harsh environments. Its light frame makes it agile, allowing it to change direction quickly, a key trait in both hunting and potential combat situations. Greyhound. The Greyhound, often dubbed the Ferrari of dogs, is famous for its explosive speed, weighing between 60 to 90 pounds and standing 26 to 30 inches tall. The Greyhound is built for short bursts of incredible speed, reaching up to 45 miles per hour. Its deep chest provides the lung capacity needed for such rapid acceleration, while its strong, muscular legs drive its powerful sprint. Greyhounds are known for their sleek, aerodynamic shape, with a narrow waist and long legs that contribute to their top-tier racing abilities. Their muscles are denser than those of the Saluki, designed for sprinting rather than endurance. This makes the Greyhound one of the fastest animals on land over short distances. But its stamina tends to diminish after a few minutes of high-speed exertion. Temperament and instincts. Saluki. The Saluki is an independent and intelligent dog, known for its aloof and reserved nature. As a hunter, the Saluki relies on its speed and agility to chase down prey across long distances. In a fight, the Saluki would likely employ a strategy of hit and run, using its agility to avoid direct confrontations and tiring out its opponent. Salukis are not known for aggression, but their hunting instincts remain sharp. In a confrontation, they would likely rely on their endurance and patience, waiting for the right moment to strike rather than engaging in brute force. Their intelligence and ability to read their opponent's moves could give them an advantage in a prolonged encounter. Greyhound. The Greyhound, in contrast, is a more laid-back and gentle breed when not in the chase. However, their instincts as sight hounds make them highly competitive when pursuing prey. In a fight, the Greyhound's initial strategy would likely involve an explosive burst of speed and strength, attempting to overpower its opponent early on. The breed's natural prey drive means it could quickly become focused and determined once provoked. While Greyhounds are generally not aggressive, their size and strength could be used to their advantage in a confrontation, especially if they manage to get their opponent within reach. However, their tendency to tire quickly may leave them vulnerable if the fight drags on. Battle breakdown. Saluki versus Greyhound. Round 1. Speed versus agility. At the start of the battle, the Greyhound would likely take the lead with an explosive charge. Its superior speed gives it the ability to cover ground quickly, and its size advantage means that it could overwhelm the smaller Saluki if it managed to close the distance early on. The Greyhound's muscular frame and incredible sprinting ability would be a key factor in this round. However, the Saluki's agility would come into play here. Unlike the Greyhound, which is built for straight-line speed, the Saluki is highly maneuverable, able to change direction with ease. The Saluki could avoid the Greyhound's powerful lunges by using its quick reflexes and lighter frame to sidestep attacks. As the Greyhound's energy begins to wane after the initial sprint, the Saluki would still have plenty of stamina to keep moving and dodging. Round 2. Endurance and strategy. As the fight progresses into the second round, stamina becomes a critical factor. The Greyhound's explosive speed begins to diminish as its larger muscles require more energy to sustain movement. This is where the Saluki excels. Its body is built for endurance over long distances, allowing it to maintain speed and agility long after the Greyhound starts to slow down. The Saluki would likely use this to its advantage, continuing to dart around the Greyhound, launching quick, targeted strikes while avoiding direct engagement. The Greyhound, while still powerful, would begin to lose its edge as it tires, making it harder to land solid blows on the nimble Saluki. The Saluki's endurance would allow it to wear down the Greyhound, using a strategy of attrition to slowly turn the tide in its favor. Round 3. Brute force versus cunning. In the final stage of the battle, the outcome could depend on a single critical mistake. If the Greyhound manages to catch the Saluki in a close-range confrontation, its superior strength could end the fight swiftly. The Greyhound's powerful jaws and muscular frame would make it difficult for the Saluki to escape if it got caught. However, the Saluki's cunning and agility could prevent this scenario. By continuing to stay on the move, the Saluki could frustrate the Greyhound, making it harder for the larger dog to land a decisive blow. The Saluki's ability to outlast the Greyhound would likely come into play here, as the Greyhound becomes slower and more vulnerable to quick strikes. Outcome: who would win? The hypothetical battle between the Saluki and the Greyhound is a fascinating clash of speed, endurance, and power. If the fight were based purely on a sprint to the finish, the Greyhound's explosive speed and strength would give it the upper hand. However, in a prolonged battle, the Saluki's agility, stamina, and intelligence would likely lead it to victory. The Saluki's strategy of outlasting and outmaneuvering the Greyhound would be the key to success. Its ability to avoid direct confrontation and keep moving would wear down the more powerful, but less enduring Greyhound. In the end, the Saluki's endurance and cunning would give it the edge in a battle of attrition, while the Greyhound's strength could only win in short, decisive engagements. Conclusion: the Saluki versus Greyhound matchup is a thrilling battle of opposites. The Greyhound's brute speed and power against the Saluki's agility and endurance. Both breeds excel in their respective areas, but when it comes to an all-out confrontation, the outcome would depend on the strategy and endurance of the dogs involved. The Saluki's ability to outlast its opponent could prove to be the deciding factor, making it the likely victor in a prolonged fight. However, the Greyhound's sheer speed and power could dominate in shorter, more direct confrontations. If you enjoyed this epic showdown between the Saluki and Greyhound, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another exciting comparison. Let us know in the comments which dog you think would win in a real battle, and what animal showdowns you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.